Hi, mathematicians. Hopefully you have been outside enjoying this beautiful weather. Sometimes I like to go to playgrounds and I notice these two slides. They're both slides, right? So that's the same about them, but they're also a little different. Like this one's more of like a tube slide and it's a little shorter than this one, so that's different. And then also this one swirls around. Well, this kind of made me think about what we're going to do as mathematicians today. Because as mathematicians, we know when we're talking about numbers that we can count sets, then we can compare them, kind of like we did with these slides, and we can share our thinking with others. So I thought the best way to do that today is to play the game Top It. Has anybody played that before? Oh, it's pretty fun. We're going to play an online version of Top It. And I'm going to choose this Top It cards 0 to 5. So we are going to play with cards that have dots on them. And we know that dots can be in different spots, but still have the same or equal amount of dots on the card. Well, today, we're not only going to be looking for ones that are the same, but we're also going to be looking for the card that has more dots on it, or more, the number is more than the other one. And so, that's how the game is played. We're looking for the card. We want the card that has more on it. But as mathematicians, we know that the first thing we need to do is we need to think, how many dots are on each card? How can I figure it out? And then, who has more or fewer would be the smaller amount, right? So let's click on this game. Now we're going to play the computer version together. So I'm the teacher and we're going to play against the computer. Actually, you're the teacher with me.
Hello. Let's play Top It. Player 1, it's your turn. Click the tree to get some coconuts.
All right, so the coconuts are actually going to be the dot cards. Let's click it.
Click the button that points to the larger value. Or click the tie button if the values are the same.
Did you hear her say larger value? That's exactly what we're talking about here too. Which card is more than the other card or the larger value? So let's see. Remember, we first have to think, how many dots? I see 4 here and 1 more. I see 5 dots on this card. Remember, sharing our thinking as mathematicians. And then here I see 4 dots also on this card. So, which card has the larger value or has more on it? I agree. Ours does. So I'm going to click this button.
Great. You got it.
How about that?
This player gets points for having the larger value.
Did you also notice how we didn't just play the game, but we're actually sharing our thinking too as mathematicians? Let's try another one. Oh, so we're going to think, how many dots does each card have? And we're actually going to figure it out. We're going to think about how we're going to figure it out. I'm going to go over here, and remember, you can count dot by dot, or you could look at parts. So I'm going to say 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to say, I see 5 dots on this card. But we're not done yet. We're going to look over here. 1, 2, 3. You may have counted a different way. I see 3 dots on this card. So how can we be sure which card is more or has the largest value? Oh, so the larger number of dots. And what would that be? I agree, the 5. So we would say 5 is greater than or larger than these 3 over here. So we're going to click this button. Let's see if we're right. My goodness, mathematicians. Did you notice what we did there? As mathematicians, we didn't just play that game, but we actually counted sets of those dots on those cards, and then we compared them to decide which one had more or the larger value of dots. And we shared our thinking. You may get to play that game online like we did today, or with some cards in front of you in a small group, or on your own with someone at home. But really, the big thing that I wanted you to take away from this is not just how to play a fun game, but to remember that as mathematicians, when we see sets of things, we can first count, we can compare them, and then we can share our thinking with others. Off you go.